Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Capricorn. If Capricorn is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Right. Okay, let's see. What do these tea leaves have to say tonight? All right. So our card for this reading is the Two of Cups. Ooh, love, 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 huh? There is a wealth of that good feeling going on. Okay. And so we see we are kind of lacking a lot of maybe one little heart right here, but mostly everything's on one side of the cup. So this is kind of a situation or a time period that is not super balanced, okay? That's all right, though. Sometimes that happens when we have love in our life. We get hyper focused. We lose ourselves in whatever it is that we are in love with, whatever, I mean, they say the honeymoon period, but it can be any time in your relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic love. It doesn't have to be love with a person at all. This could be a hobby, a career, going to school. You're just immersed in it. But there's love here. There's love. Okay, so I want to look at this one because immediately I saw we have a person standing here and they're wearing a dress or maybe some kind of robe, and they're holding a heart. Beautiful. Okay. And so I think that you are quite in love. Quite in love indeed. And I almost wonder that if this is kind of, because the images I am seeing are all solitary. Sometimes you will see people in an embrace, and I haven't seen that yet, but I'm still looking. But I see a person here kind of standing by theirself. There's a bird next to them. And then another person here with their arms open, and above them, it almost is exclamation marks, okay? And so I look and I see and I think, you know what? This seems very spiritual to me. You can see from this posture, not necessarily a cross, but having the arms open like this is a kind of posture of awe, of devotion. If you can imagine being kind of confronted by something so beautiful, so just a divine revelation of some kind, the great awe, right? And having your arms just kind of open at your sides there. And so I look at this and that's kind of what I see. And I really think, you are very much living in an interior space right now. Something has really got you in this spiritual mode. Maybe it is a dream. Maybe there's been a sign, a vision. Maybe it's the time of year, an anniversary. I don't know. It's something though, and you can feel it. It's very thick in the energy, the air around you. Okay. And, I look at this and it doesn't even, it's not a huge, like one big, like monumental thing. It's not, there's not like a monolithic event, right? This is a lot of little things. This is really noticing the subtle, okay? You are in a place where you feel very much yourself, which is so rare, really. I think the older we get, the more we realize this. To be in a place where you feel connected to the universe in a way that is not just a put on, to feel yourself in your own skin. You are who you are. It does not matter what people think of that. It does not matter what you think of that. You just are existing. And that feels quite nice. It feels maybe even for the first time that you've been relieved of all of the, the constriction of trying to live up to something. Today I was thinking about this, so many times throughout my day, and I laugh about it a little bit, and it kind of, it's a bit of the just imposter syndrome, I think. And it's probably, I'm neurodivergent, and I think that has maybe something to do with it. But I feel often like I am role-playing a human being. Quite often. Throughout every day, at least once a day, I'm thinking, oh, is this what other humans do? Is this what we do? Is this how you do this? Is this how I'm supposed to move my body? Does this feel normal? And I feel like I'm just pretending to be a human being sometimes. And, not sometimes, often. Let me just be real with you. But there are those moments. There are. And, those moments where it's just, you just are yourself, And for me, I often feel this way when there's nobody around. I'm a solitary person. Even though I'm married, even though I have a family, when I am by myself, which is not a lot right now, it will be again soon, I'm sure, as my daughter gets older. But when I am by myself, when I'm doing my own thing, I'm listening to music, I'm doing my work, I'm doing my chores, I'm going about the day, I'm noticing, the world that I am in, that I am a part of, and I don't think about myself. I'm not worried about, I don't even necessarily feel like I'm in my body all the time, right? And I feel so much, I feel so much just whatever I am. And the moment there's somebody else around, I can really start to feel myself in my body, and thinking about, how am I saying this? What do I sound like? Am I saying the right words? Am I using them correctly? Am I being present enough for my daughter? Am I being kind enough? Am I showing her the right way? Oh, a million thoughts, right? And it can be hard. And I know we all go through something similar. Maybe not the same way that I do, but I think we all have similar moments, whatever that looks like to you. And I know. I'm a lunar Capricorn. No, I'm a ascendant Capricorn. I always mix it up. I'm a lunar Aquarius. I'm an ascendant Capricorn. And I think it really is heavily affects, my configuration. And so Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. I know you because you are me. We are the same in a lot of ways. And I know that you just like to do things the way that you do them. You don't need anybody's input. You probably, you know, you love to be loved. You love to love. You love to be, you know, the verification that you are a being and you exist, and, you know, that people think of you and whatever. But those little spans of time where you can just do the things you want to do, get them done without anybody interrupting you, those are glorious. Okay, and I see that. And I know that. And I think this is where you're existing in this love place. You are alone with the divine. And it looks well on you. And so we also have this horse. And we have a person riding the horse. So we have a knight. One of the knights. And I imagine, as I'm looking at this reminds me very much, you know, of the Knight of Discs. So we have, in it always, right? Work. You're doing well in your work. And I know it comes up a lot, Capricorn, but it's true. You're good at the things that you do. And this is where this aligned with the spiritual moment of, you know, of connection, of agape, of feeling very plugged into the universe. An excellent place because you are in your flow. You know what you're doing before you're even doing it. The intuition is off the charts. Okay. And you're taking your time. And this is where you perform the best. Not going too quickly with things. And you can see the horse is not running. It's not galloping. It's just kind of moseying along. Okay. And, you know, I think this is kind of your happy place, your happy pace. Okay. Now, we also have a 4, and this is up in the metaphysical. So we have a 4. I'm trying to see. There's a 4 and a 0. So I think 40. And then next to it, there's an animal that is kind of on its knees a little bit. And I almost think it's like some kind of lizard here. Okay, so we do have, we have the water, we have the earth, and we have this fire energy up here with the salamander, okay? And this is in that spiritual zone. So that makes sense to me, that this would be in line with that beloved flow of the emotional waters, the creative waters. We also have the salamander really giving you that extra, that little push of that, the fire. That fire is the creative force of the sexual force of the universe. Okay. And so, you know, it's important to have that symbol in there because it really is the thing that also kind of keeps things moving for you. Maybe not at a huge pace, but it really is, if you can imagine, you know, I always forget exactly what the name is, but it is the eternal heart, the sacred heart, the heart of flame. And, you know, this is a Catholic or Christian symbol usually, but it is applicable to the agape, right? The beloved union of you and the way to the divine, okay? Whatever that icon is, or archetype, or whatever. An active relationship happening there. You are a creature of great devotion. You really are. Very loyal as well. once you are entangled, and this isn't just with, I like to say this a lot because we do. Love is always like the romantic. We're looking for romantic information. No, I don't talk about that too much. Hello. Well, hello. You just totally jumped in here and crashed this. Hi. Speaking of love. Oh, okay. Come over here. So, this is, again, the spiritual love, family love, friendship, love of, whatever you're interested in, your interests, hobbies, passions, all these things. I think that, and I forgot, I'm trying to go back. What is it? What was I saying? You just came in and you took away my mind there. So you're in a place where, this is a beautiful thing. And it is enduring, right? This is the flame that does not go out. Okay. And when you allow yourself the indulgence, and is it an indulgence? It is, to some degree, especially if this is like a passion thing, something you like to do so much, and some creative thing, even with work, if you allow yourself to get to that flow place. And that's not always easy. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, if you don't know, if you can think of, it's like a meditative state. If you are some kind of artist, you probably know this place well. But also when you're working, where you just kind of are in the thing. Nothing else can touch you. It's not in your peripheral. You are just so hyper focused. Okay. And this is it's a beautiful place to be. It can also, be, kind of hard to get out of, especially if you are somebody who has kind of it's addictive, and this is where whenever I think of a workaholic, I do think of Capricorn, somebody who really you like something and you stick to it. That's the thing that you're thinking about day and night, okay? And you do have to give yourself a break at times. You have to, but I think all this, okay? But I just think that this is a wonderful time for you. I don't want to get into the other parts of it, but because I don't see too much of that here. Now, I've been looking at this figure and I'm trying to figure out what it is, because it really does look, like a claw. It reminds me of maybe a raptor kind of claw. So and the thing really comes up in my mind is, do not let whatever it is get its hook into you. And I don't think this has anything to do with anything we're talking about. I think that you have a stream of enjoyment, moments of bliss. You really are reunited, alive again in this feeling of being with the source. And I think this is where that agape comes in. But as this is happening, I really feel like you have to be protected. You need to protect yourself. Okay, so be aware of who is coming in and out of your life. Who are you letting into your sacred spaces, your personal affairs, all of that kind of stuff. Because I think when you get into these modes, you are left vulnerable in some ways, because you kind of have that, the glow. Your vision is in a very loving place. And so, you're looking at everything with love. And that's a wonderful, way to live. It also can leave you open to, you know, people taking advantage or, you know, not treating well. And so just don't let this person or this thing get its hook into you. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so we have a circle. Excuse me. We have a circle, and I see this face right, the circle's here, the face here, and I feel like it's almost like, oh, somebody who, I feel like it's somebody you've been in a cycle with. Like like an ex maybe, or a family member. And I almost feel like we've talked about this person before in one of the other readings. But I think this is somebody that you have a difficult dynamic with. You let them back in as things, you know, things cool off. You separate, you know, weeks, months go by, and then they start to kind of, you know, creep back in. And I don't think you're the person that seeks them out, but I think that you do let them in. And I think the thing that really stands out about them is they are quite a jealous person. Okay. And they just, it's like, cannot stand the fact that you are doing so well, that you're good at what you do. You know, and they're probably good at what they do too, but it's just something about it. They're very competitive with you. And so, you know, I don't know. I feel their energy around. So be careful of that. That might be the person with that claw. Okay. Okay. Let's look at this. We have the Dreamer's deck. 40 affirmations for pursuing your dreams from the I Know collection. And let's go ahead and we'll stop where this feels right. And it says, I know that my purpose is far greater than just working and paying bills. I am more than my career. There you go. You need to put this on your wall. You have to, when you are on hour 14 of your daily work, just remind yourself, there are other things. There are other things. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I love you and I thank you for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it really helps the channel a lot. And I want to mention we have a new schedule. Capricorn will be read on Tuesdays. There will be other bonus videos on other days. So if you have not subscribed, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the videos are coming out. So if there's a day when a Capricorn bonus comes out that I haven't put it up on the schedule, I want you to know that it's coming out, and that little notification thing will let you know. But other than that, Tuesdays, you can count on Tuesdays for Capricorn. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. They mean so much to me. I really, you know, I look forward to reading them. I honestly do. I just, you know, if you have been on this channel, you know I'm a highly sensitive person. I am not somebody that will shy away from telling you that I need positive feedback sometimes, or at least, you know, I just like connecting. And the biggest thing, even more than the love, I love the love, but just hearing about you all, hearing about your lives, you know, and when you share little details about things that you love or care about or resonate, all of that really is quite touching to me. And I appreciate you're sharing. Okay, and so I'm gonna say a good night. I'm off to bed here. But yes, thank you. We'll talk in a few days, and I hope that it's the new moon as I'm reading this, as I'm doing your reading, and hopefully this new moon will treat you well. All right. Love you. Bye.